Hi friends, welcome to codewithsugi YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to discuss about constructors in Java. So before we get into this video, if you are new to our channel and if you are not aware of what we have discussed till date, so you don't need to worry. We always used to add all the links in the description. So please go ahead and have a look on the previous videos. Let's get into this video. So first we will see what is the meaning for constructor. So constructor means someone who builds something. Fine. So with this understanding, we will get into constructors in Java. So basically, constructor in Java is a special method. So it will same like a method, but it will have few signature changes. Okay. We will see what we will have in this special method and what we will not have in this special method. Fine. So the constructor used to initialize the objects in Java. Okay, before we discuss about the initialization, we will discuss about the special method, right? We said the constructor is a special method. Okay, now we will see what a method will have. So the method will have a access modifier, and then it will have a return type, and then it will have a method name, and then we will have open close bracket, okay, and then we will have a open close parenthesis. So we already said the constructor is a special method. So if it is a special method, then it should not be same as like the normal methods, right? Then what is the change we will have in this special method? So the special method or a constructor will have access modifier. Okay. It will not have the return type. Okay. And the method name will be same as class name. So the constructor will have access modifier followed by a class name, and then it will have a open close bracket, and then it will have the open close parenthesis to describe about the scope. To discuss more about this, I'm going to create a class called exam. I'm going to say public class exam. So we all know constructor is a special method and it will have access modifier and then class name like this, right? Fine. So here I'm going to apply the same. So I'm going to take public as a access modifier, and then we have to use exam because it's a class name, then open close bracket, and then open close parenthesis. So this how a constructor will look like in Java. So what is the exact use of this constructor that we need to discuss, right? Fine. So technically, whenever you are trying to create an object in Java, you are using a constructor. Okay, that you have to understand. How we are using a constructor, we'll see now. So say for example, if you want to create an object for this exam class, what you have to do? You will do exam, then we will say object name, then we will give the keyword new, then we will say exam like this, right? So now can you please have a look on this exam and as well as this exam? So if you see this, both are equal, right? So that means, so whenever we are trying to create an object, okay, we are using constructor to initialize the object. So here deliberately we are having this constructor here, okay, but in some of the previous examples we haven't defined anything like this, but we will use same like this to create an object. How we are getting this? Why we are not getting an error when we are using the one which is not available in our class? That's the question which we have now, right? To answer that, if there is no constructor in your class, then JVM will create 0 argument constructor. Then if I have a constructor in my class, then you have to use your constructor. At this point of time, JVM will not create any constructor for you. So this is very important point you have to understand. if there is no constructor in your class, then JVM will take the responsibility to create a zero argument constructor for your class. But if there is any constructor which is available in your class, then you have to use that constructor, because the JVM will not create any constructor for you. Fine. So now we will see how many types of constructors we are having in Java. So we are having three types of constructor. One is zero argument constructor. The second one is parameterized constructor. The third one is copy constructors. Okay. These are all the three types of constructors we are having in Java. Okay. So the example for zero argument constructor like this exam. Okay. So example for parameterized constructor, something like this, right? So example for copy constructor, public exam, then taking the same exam as a parameter to copy the values whatever we have it here into this constructor. So this is how we will create a copy constructor. Fine. So all those things we will create some examples in the practical class and we will see. So I have mentioned it like JVM will create a zero argument constructor, right? So we will see one example for that. So for that, again, I'm going to take a class called test. Okay. Then I'm going to have a main method here. And then I'm going to create an object for this class test obj equal to new test, and then I'm going to print this out object. So in this class, if you see, there is no constructor called test into this test class, but whenever you run this program, you will not get into any error or warning. Then this is the exact place where JVM come into picture. Okay. First it will scan your class and it will identify whether you have a constructor in your class or not. If there is no constructor in your class, then JVM will create one zero argument constructor. If you have a constructor in your class, then it will not create the constructor. Here you have to use your constructor to initialize the object. So I hope we have discussed about what is meant by constructor, or how to create a constructor, how the constructor will look like, or what is the exact use of constructor, when JVM will give you a constructor. All those things we have discussed. Okay. So in the next video, we're going to take few example programs and we're going to discuss about how to create a constructor, what we can use in a constructor. Say for example, if you are not allowed to use a return type, then what is the error we are getting when we try to use the return in the constructor. All those things we're going to practically experience in the next video. So still, if you guys have any doubt, please feel free to put your comments in the comment section, so that we will have a look and we will revert back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Keep supporting us. Thank you.